Hey everybody, this is Jessica Rose and thank you for coming to my channel. I'm going to be doing a makeup review on a palette that's at the drugstore, and this palette probably has a ton of reviews, but I wanted to do it because I actually really love this product and I want you guys to love it too. So the palette is called the Blush Nudes Maybelline New York. And I know there's a bunch of these palettes already. I picked up one of the ones, I can't remember what it was called, and I was not a fan of it. So I was kind of skeptical about this one. I didn't know if it was going to be really good, but it looks so pretty and I couldn't really help it. So I was really surprised at how good the pigmentation is in this one. And I'm sorry I'm using my laptop camera instead of my Canon, but believe me when I say that, oh, don't you hate it when you buy these things and the applicators fall out? Like, seriously? I'm going to throw these out here. I'm sorry. I don't even use these things, so it doesn't really matter. But anyways, back to the palette. The colors in these right here, you got a lot of your rose tones and your cool tones. So the ones on the bottom, I would say, are pretty, like, let's say you're going out or something and you want something to be like really dark or something. Like, those would be perfect. And these ones up here are more natural. Like, let's say you're working during the day. Because I know sometimes people don't want to wear bright colors because they're working, which is totally understandable. And then you have the where you can, like, mix them together. Like, this palette, I just love the pigmentation. Okay, I'm going to pick out, like, you've got your pale pinks, you got your whites, you got your peach colors, you got your mocha. Like this one right here, I'm going to swatch it for you. Like, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. I know this webcam ain't doing justice for this, but it is so pretty. And then I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do this little peach color right here. And look at that. I think these colors are really good. And you know, I wouldn't lie to you because I've gotten some palettes. I mean, they're high-end palettes I've bought, like from Too Faced or whatever. And, you know, I wasn't like really happy with some of them. Because you'll get those palettes where there's going to be like tons and tons of fallout. And those palettes are like $50. I mean, I spend like, if I get a palette, I'm going to spend like $50 on it. I don't want like a ton of fallout. I want pigmentation. I want it to be perfect because you're shelling out your money for that. And this palette is at the drugstore and I love it. So, I mean, you can try it out, and if you don't like it, I'm totally sorry about it, but I think it's pretty good. And I don't think you'll be sorry about it. So, it's called the Blush Nudes palette by Maybelline. And I know there's a couple other ones that actually have good reviews. There's a one that's called the Brights, I think. And I've seen reviews on that one. I want to pick that one up, and I'll do a review on that one too. But I gotta say that this one kind of reminds me, and I know that everybody's been saying this, is the Urban Decay Naked palette. I think it's Naked 2, I think. It's really kind of similar, like not totally similar, but it kind of reminds me of that one. And you know, that one's an expensive palette, and I've got it in my collection, and it's about, I think, about $50. But if you want something that's not expensive, because I mean, not all of us, you know, I understand, I have a full-time job, and $50 on a makeup palette, I mean, for me, I don't know, like once a month is pretty awesome to be able to go into Sephora and buy that super expensive palette that you just love. But sometimes you're on a budget, and there's nothing wrong with that, because sometimes you gotta get the drugstore product because that's way cheaper, and you gotta budget yourself out with necessities, and makeup is, I swear, the holy grail of everything. So if you need to get like a dupe for those, I would say this is perfect. If you're, you know, a teenager in school and you're only making a little bit, totally, I think this would be totally worth it, because I keep this in my makeup, like my makeup little area in my bathroom, my essentials every day. This is in there. This is in my little box of makeup. I mean, I have a collection of makeup, but this is my go-to every day. Not right now though, because I'm about to go to bed and I have no makeup on, so I'm so sorry about that. But I gotta say, I was really surprised. So if you're looking for a cheap drugstore palette and you're, you know, on a budget, I'd say this is pretty good. I love it. So I think you'll love it. So if you guys have any questions below or any comments, let me know what you think of this palette. And I hope you guys really enjoy it. And I hope everybody below comments all positive and no negative. Thank you for visiting my channel. This has been a Jessica Rose video. Please subscribe and like. Bye, beautiful butterflies.